Hello guys and welcome to another profile tree video. So in today's video we're going to be covering web design. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. So just before we take a look at the different software tools that you can use as well as website builders for web design, let's get an understanding on what web design is. Web design is about creating and managing websites. It involves making them look nice as well as easy to use, and most importantly, work well on any device. Some of the key aspects to web design is layout and structure. Organizing and structuring the content of a website is crucial. A good layout ensures information is easy to find and navigate. Now, the common practices include grid-based designs and intuitive, as well as consistent navigation. You do also have visual design. This aspect concerns the aesthetic appeal of the website. That includes the choice of color scheme, your typography, as well as the images. The visual design should align with the brand's identity and ensure that the website is appealing and easy to read. The next two important ones is user experience design, in short, UX. Centered on making the website easy and enjoyable to use, UX design involves understanding the audience's needs and creating a site that meets those needs in an intuitive manner. The next one is user interface design, in short, UI. This is closely related to UX. This focuses on the interactive elements of the design, such as buttons and menus, as well as creating an interface that is easy and intuitive to use. Now, as mentioned before, we talked about the different compatibilities. So this is your responsiveness and mobile design. Modern web design must be compatible with various devices. So that's desktop, tablet, and mobile. You do have various different screen sizes and orientations. This means designing websites that look and function well on these devices. Next is your content. Quality content is vital for a successful website. This includes text, images, videos, and other media. Your content should be informative, relevant, as well as optimized for search engines. In short, that is SEO. You do also have technical aspects. This includes the coding and development of a website. Potentially, you need to involve the knowledge of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, as well as any other programming languages or frameworks. Accessibility is also an important factor, ensuring that the website is accessible to all users, including those with disabilities. This involves using proper contrast, alt tags for images, as well as designing for screen readers. SEO and marketing plays a big factor on this as well. Designing a website to rank well in search engines, attract visitors, and align with the brand's marketing strategy. Last but not least, you also have maintenance and updating. A website isn't static, so it does require regular updates as well as maintenance to remain current, secure, and functional. So now that we have an understanding of web design, let's get a closer look at UX and UI design. What we have in front of us is a software tool to help with web design. This is called Figma. Figma is a highly popular and innovative design tool, primarily used for UI and UX. Here are some of the different points about Figma. So what I found great about using Figma is that you do have collaborative design and real-time editing. That means real-time collaboration. Multiple designers can work on the same project simultaneously, viewing and editing in real time. This feature is available also for Google Docs for design, allowing instant collaboration. You do also have the option for commenting and feedback. Team members and stakeholders can leave comments directly on the design, streamlining the feedback process. So just so we have an understanding on this, let's delve a little deeper on Figma. So in front of us we have a UI and UX design of an internal brand for Profile Tree. So leaving a comment for collaborative work is very simple. simply just go to the comment on the top right as shown. And then this is where you have an option for feedback. So just say, for an example, I want to change the slider here. And I can simply do that by saying, please, can you change the images for the slider? Thanks. So something like that, and then you can go ahead and upload that. You can see now that it says, please can you change the images for the slider, and that has just been uploaded. So now I can see that, I can view that and comment that, which is why that is great for commenting and feedback as well as real-time collaboration. Now, as well as this, let's talk about the user interface and prototyping. You do have prototyping capabilities. Figma enables designers to create interactive prototypes without needing separate software. Designers can link frames, add animations, and simulate the flow of an app or website directly within Figma. You do also have dynamic overlays and micro interactions. So that means advanced prototyping features include creating dynamic overlays as well as micro interactions to simulate the actual user experience. So that means you can actually get a real-time version of this. Of course, you could display it within the mobile version to test it, as well as desktop and tablet. And this means that you have interaction with, for example, using dark mode and light mode. So we currently have a light mode version of this website. And of course, we also have a dark mode version of this website. So that's one cool feature that you can try to use. So that's, again, user interface as well as prototyping. Now, overall, what I like about this software tool is that you do have the different vector graphics as well as the responsive design. So with the vector network, Figma's unique vector network technology offers more flexibility than traditional pen tools, and that makes it easier, I say, to manipulate the different shapes and create complex illustrations. Now, I wouldn't say that this particular project has that. However, you can work with Figma a little bit better. You do have your different tools as well that you can use. You can see that from our homepage here, some of the different areas that we have. It almost works the same way as a website builder, if you were to think about it, since everything is layered. However, you do have things a little bit more organized in comparison to it. You can see with this group, we have right arrow, we've got the unforgettable, luxurious, and so on. So this is the area here. Let's just have a look for this one. So that's within the footer, as you can see. So if we scroll down, we can see from the footer, this is how it looks. And of course, it's just showing the overall layout and design of what we expect to see on a website. But you do have integration with other tools as well. It's not just what Figma has. You do have the extensive plugin ecosystem. So Figma's plugin system allows third-party tools to integrate directly. And that extends its capabilities, I would say. So these plugins can automate tasks, add new functionality, or as well as that integrate with other software like Slack or Zeppelin. You do have access to API, so API access. Figma's API lets teams automate as well as process and integrate Figma into their own tools and systems, and that enhances the workflow efficiency. So if you are interested in using this particular software tool, let's go ahead and check out the pricing plans. So you can start off for free. And with the features, you do have 3 Figma and 3 FigJam files. You do have unlimited personal files as well as unlimited collaborators, plugins and templates, as well as mobile app. If you decide that you want and need more compared to the free version, you do have Figma Professional. So that's £11 per editor or month, billed annually, or £14 month to month. So that's how that works. It is free for students and educators, so that is going to be a bonus if this is the case. With this, you have unlimited Figma files, unlimited version history, shared and private projects, team libraries, advanced prototyping, as well as the dev mode. If, of course, you're needing more than that, you do have Figma organization, which does come at £40 per editor. And this is an annual billing only. So with this, you have organization-wide libraries, design system analytics, branching and merging, centralized file management, unified admin and billing, private plugins, single sign-on, and on top of that, you also have dev mode. Now, if you do need the enterprise level, so that's £70 per editor. With this, you have dedicated workspaces, advanced design systems, guest access controls, role setting via SCIM. You do have idle session timeout as well. You've got the enforced password links. You've got network access restrictions, onboarding and account support, as well as expiring public links, and again, dev mode. So dev mode is something that they have new for 2023. So by the time it does hit about 2024, dev mode will be included in all editor seats, or can be purchased separately for £25 or $25 per seat. So that's what they plan to have. This is fairly new for Figma itself, so we'll have to wait and see what that brings in store. So if you are a little bit confused as to what you want within the plans, you can also go down and check and compare the different features. You can see here that we have, for the starter plan, version history is only 30 days. However, with the different paid for plans, you do also have that ticked. So of course, less features will apply onto the starter plan. You don't have private projects, you don't have prototyping, sharing permissions, audio conversations, team and project transfer, as well as unlimited teams, branching and merging, as well as custom workspaces. So that's one thing that I would say you don't technically really have for a starter. However, it is good to get a feel for the software development tool before hopping onto the web design. Overall, I would say that this software tool is a great UI UX design tool. Its ability to streamline the design process from the ideation to prototyping, its adaptability to different scales of operation, and its commitment to the community and learning resources, I would say make it stand out compared to the different design tools that you can use online. So for the purpose of the video, I'm just going to use Wix as our web design example. Wix is a prominent player in the website building and web design landscape, and it is known for its versatility and user friendliness. So it's a great way just to showcase Wix itself, as well as explain web design. So this is a user-friendly interface. It has a drag and drop editor, and I would say Wix's intuitive drag and drop interface allows users to place elements anywhere on their web pages. That makes it easy for web design, especially without knowing any coding knowledge. So I'm just signing up here or logging in. So I'll just go ahead and continue. Just log in. But yes, you do have various different template selections as well. Wix offers a vast library of the different templates that they've created. So we're just making our way to the dashboard here, and I'm going to go ahead and create a new site. So this is the one that's fairly new. So this is called Wix Studio. And they've implemented this as a replacement for the Wix Editor or Wix ADI or Editor X, all one in tool basically, and you can customize it how you wish. It has AI integration as well, so it's packed full of different features. But anyway, what this has is it does have mobile optimization. So these Wix sites are automatically optimized for mobile use, and that ensures the responsive design that adapts to different screen sizes. So in terms of web design, you could see that these templates or themes are visually appealing. Catches the eye straight away, I would say so anyway, and we'll take a look at the different design templates that they have. So very modern, it's not old, it's not either clustered or all over the place. It just has that nice touch to the actual templates. So we'll use one as an example, and we'll just go through the different templates here. So if we take a look at this one, this is more of a darker version of it. You can see how it's even got some animation going on as well. So this is all for a website builder. There's a lot of things that you can create using website builder nowadays, especially with the web design and with the fact that we do have AI available to us now. So quite a bit of animation. This is the web design. So the look that they've went for here is more futuristic. It's dark. It's almost as a dark mode. It's nice. It's simple. So this is what they have for the first one. So you could actually see, if you pay attention to this part here, that if we scroll down, it actually increases in line, and if we scroll up, it decreases. So that's another cool little feature to have for web design. And with the animations that you see when it enters in, that's something to do with web design as well. Again, a bit more animation as also. And here's another cool little feature where it's like a flicker. So it should do it about 4 times, as you can see. So going through different pages, you are scrolling down, but it doesn't feel like you're scrolling down. So that's another little cool feature to have. And of course, just a little bit more information, something about the company. So that's another cool wee thing to have there. You can see how it's moving in and out. So that is an animation in itself. So they've got industry partners, again, with a little bit more of the animation on there as well. And of course, we reached the end, which is the footer. So a nice, sleek, modern designed website or website template. So we'll take a look at a couple of different ones as well. So let's have a look at the business consulting agency. So again, packed full of different animation. This one is more of a simple version compared to the one that we've seen previous. See how this works as well. You've got some video or animation. Again, it's using that same strategy with the doesn't like feel like you're scrolling down. And of course, we've reached the end. There's the footer, nice and big, but it doesn't feel like it feels more blended in. So that is another part to how web design goes. You really just need to think about the structure of what you're going to do for your website, what you want to have for your website as well. Have you got a color scheme in mind? Have you got your content in mind as well? Like I've said previously, content is a great factor, especially for SEO, but you also want to pull in your visitors and give them the attention for whatever content that you have on page. You want to reel them in to your business or website. So that's what we have going on here. So that is another one there. And we'll do another one. Just take a look at, let's have a look at the AI tech company, or actually we'll change it up. We'll look for a simpler one, financial consulting agency. So this might use a bit more animation. So again, it's using maybe a video background by the looks of it, but we can always take a look at that when we enter the site. So it's an added flair. Your website does look really, really good. It all does come to the design of the website. Yes, you may have your SEO, you may have your content, and so on. But design is a big factor to a website, especially with how it functions. You can see here how it's functioning well. You've got a drag from the surfaces along down, and you can see some of the different animation they have on the right side. So another cool little feature to have there. So with this one, we'll actually take a look at how it's been made. So we'll go ahead and edit this template, and we'll wait for this to fully load in. So we can see here that they've created that animation using a video. So let's get a closer look. So we'll just click on this. You can see that it does have a video for the background, so you can change that video. It is a transparent video. There are different animations that you can use, of course, depending on the style and theme that you have in mind for your site. These are all free to use as well, so this is another reason why these website builders are more or less taking over. Of course, with the technical aspect to it, if you don't know any coding, then this would be the perfect area for you to create your web design. And I would say that if you use a website builder, it completely eliminates that design process at the start where you're having to decide, having to build the website, have the layout of it, and then you can follow that structure in order to do so. Of course, there are advantages and disadvantages to using a website builder compared to building one from scratch. So of course it does have its ups and downs, but overall with what it is, I would say that having a website builder is great. But anyway, of course it did use a video there from what we've seen. We do have a button here which I would say brings us all the way to the bottom of the page, which is an anchor. So that's what that is there. Again, transparent videos are used throughout the entire site to make that fluid design look. Now with this, it does look like it is using a set of cells, and it has been arranged differently in order to capture that area. And I would say that this is a pinned element. Let's have a look at the position. So this is just a default, but I would say that there is some sort of animation that's been applied to this. Let's have a look at the page. Because for how it goes, let's have a look. So if we take a look at so it is sticky, as you can see, the position is sticky. So that means once it clicks, you can see it. You can see a slight animation here actually on how it works. So this is the sticky one. You can see how the circle there moves. Whilst if it is pinned, then it'll just come down with you. Default, it'll just act normally. But this is how they've done it with the sticky. And of course they've done it as well with the cells, so it does have an area to stop. So that's how they've created that, which is very creative, I would say, in terms of using a website builder as well. It's nice and modern, it's got a feel for it. And then with each section as well, you can also do an animation or use AI to assist with a section, as you can see. So that's responsive AI. Responsiveness does take a big factor to a website, especially with the web design. You want to make sure that the site is responsive, and you can see that through here. So you can see how it's responsive within different screen sizes. And then let's do one for the tablet version. You've also got one for the mobile version. But that pretty much reaches the end of it all. I would say if you are going to use a website builder, you do have all the bells and whistles on this. You've got SEO and marketing tools. You do have the app market as well. So again, that is important for web design, especially if you want to integrate some third-party apps. So with the third-party apps, the Wix app market offers like numerous amount of third-party applications and services, and you can integrate that into your website. That, I would say, just overall extends the functionality in areas like marketing, finance, and social media. So that all depends if you're creating a website based on that. We've seen here that you do have a whole load of flexibility and customization. You do have the option as well for code as well. So if you are feeling a bit technical, you can add a little bit of code. What we have here is JavaScript code. You can also add HTML code if need be. And CSS, you do have some CSS integration which they've added onto Wix Studio. And as well as the hosting and security, you don't really have to worry about too much because it's already built in for Wix itself. So you do have that secure hosting. Wix provides secure hosting for all the websites that you create, and that ensures reliability as well as fast loading times. And it comes built with the SSL certificates, so all Wix websites come with SSL certificates, and that again ensures data encryption as well as the security. And lastly, what I want to do is just check out the pricing plans for you guys. So if you maybe decide to go for a website builder, you at least have an idea before doing your web design. A couple of different options, of course, starting from basic, which is £9 per month. That gives you 10 gig of media storage, 3 site collaborators, as well as 1500 CMS items. You've got site analytics as well as free domain for the entire year. Standard, £14 a month. A little bit more media storage, 5 site collaborators, 4000 CMS items. The only difference is you can't do accept payments, so that I would say it would be an e-commerce site. Plus, most recommended 121, and then that's £21. 120 media storage with 10 site collaborators, 10,000 CMS items, as well as site analytics and a free domain for the year. This time you get priority support. Elite comes with a little bit more, with a dedicated data infra, with unlimited media storage, 15 site collaborators, and 100,000 CMS items, and custom analytics reports. You can see with all these other ones here, they've got site analytics, site analytics, site analytics, but this one is a custom analytics report. Now, with the enterprise, you'll have all premium features, unlimited site collaborators, custom CMS quota, account level analytics, multi-site management, custom integrations, dedicated success manager, and a single sign-on, which is an SSO. If you want a little bit more detail, of course, you can compare these different plans and see which one's ticked and which one isn't ticked. And that just gives you an overall idea on what plan you want to choose and what best suits your business. Again, this only applies to Wix. Of course, there is, I would say, different pricing plans compared for different website builders. And as well as this, if you want to create your own website, especially if you're creating a WordPress website, you will have to configure and create or have your own hosting. As well as that, you need to look into the different SSL certificates as well for your website. Do note you get more options, I would say, when you are creating a WordPress website compared to having a Wix website. But don't let that discourage you. Of course, you could use either or. It all depends on the web design. But guys, that pretty much reaches the end of the video. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, let us know in the comment section below. We'd like to know what you think. But other than that, I'll see you guys for the next video. Thank you very much for watching.